There's a pretty substantial amount.
Jesus, we're back with Swarg complaining about Roll20, so par for the
Right.
course.
So no new news.
I'd like to remind you, of course, as Roll20's Twitch ambassador, the first one revealed, Roll20 is an amazing and awesome program. If you subscribe as a mentor, you can get API access and do the cool dice rolling mechanics that we do on this show.
Or if you want
to have your
support at a
own
lower
Star Wars game, you could do it.
Yeah, Roll20's also seen my penis swag, so don't feel too bad.
Jesus, fuck you guys.
I mean,
What's the plan here?
Things to me.
Okay, the plan is I need to use up like 3, 6, 9, 12, 4 of my 5 usable fucking healing items to get
I'm
myself
emotionally
back up.
scarred, by the way. Can you heal me from that?
Ooh,
What are you emotionally scarred by?
I can ask you how things make you feel, but it hasn't really been taking on.
Look, I've never slept with a light blue Twi'lek before, and I was really keen on it. So
Yeah.
Really, this is about collecting all the colors. That's what this is.
Gotta
it's a
get
skittle,
them
it's
all.
a skittle obsession. Man.
Gotta catch
So
all the
what
STDs.
it is, during the show's creation, they made a music video. It was never aired, but it was pirated onto the internet, and it's Coral doing a rendition of "Colors of the Wind" from Pocahontas.
Yeah.
But it's all of the chicks that he
And
wants to
you
bang of various
sleep
races.
with all the colors of the races.
And you sleep with all the colors of the skin is the line because
It makes sense as a Twi'lek, all right? Because
Look,
we
Zeta
literally
look,
have...
Swarg checked out. We started talking meta. Swarg's just like, nope, I'm out. I'm way too hard for this.
where's my gear?
So let's come back in on Zane.
Just
What
been
are you doing as the Swargula impersonator comes into the room and like
we're
another
having-
bottle? He's a little unsteady. He's like,
Yeah,
Mr. Veresk,
we're having some pretty phenomenal sex, and
are you?
Jen. Yeah, because he's super good looking.
Okay,
You made this
all right.
mistake when you described him as me. No, we're not having.
Oh, I'm
Wait,
confused
are
now.
you topping yourself, or are you
This is the
boiling
height of
yourself?
narcissism.
I want you to sex this character so bad. You can't do
Then
this,
do
to me,
it.
Arthur.
I'm not stopping you from doing it. I'm just confused
I'm aware.
because you keep flip-flopping on the issue.
Yeah, you're
Swargula
giving me. All right, fine.
confirmed
All right, hold
to
on.
stand in front of the mirror and say,
Look,
"I'd
look,
fuck
you're goddamn beautiful, and I'm gonna settle with you. I was engaged, but I mean, you put me between a rock and a hard place. I want to bend you over and roll a despair on you.
So he's just like, I don't know what this despair you keep talking about is, Xenos, but your friends will be coming for you soon, so you should probably stop drinking. But if we're gonna do that thing you're talking about, we need to do it now.
I need a place to hide my lightsaber. Have you got a holster?
Ruin all of my integrity as far as Zane goes if I do this.
Just fuck him, man. Just come on. No one's gonna know aside from you and this guy.
No, I'm
Yeah,
being
tell all
baited.
the viewers.
I'm being baited like a Soraka in the bot lane. I'm not doing it.
the fuck through League of Legends.
Joke's on you. He was actually a woman. And then you don't want to do it anymore.
Zane's just like, I'm just gonna get this guy trashed, and I'm gonna drink casually myself. And I'm gonna pee on their wall, and then I'm gonna sit.
So he sees you doing that, he's like, Xenos, you can't pee on our wall. Can't do that.
It really ties the room together.
Can't do that. You know how hard that's gonna be to clean?
You know I can't say no to you with that face. You're goddamn good looking. Also, that shave that you did the other day, on peak.
It's
But
literally
I'm
been
gonna,
like 2 hours.
I'm gonna pee on this wall.
He's like, no, you can't. And so maybe he's like, his shirt's been unbuttoned because it's so hot in here now. And there's like jazz, what do you call this?
Jizz, it's
Saxophone
jizz
playing?
music. It's jizz music. Come on.
That's Careless Whisper. Right?
And he reaches a hand out, and maybe there's like diamonds appearing next to him, like that
Oh my
character
God.
from Full
Does he
Metal
help?
Alchemist. Major Alexander, and he's like, Zane, no, I can't let you piss on that. I can't let you do that. You have to be a man, Zane.
And now Zane's penis is out, right? I just want to have this in my mind.
I'm
Is
peeing
it?
on the wall.
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
He's like
Yeah.
got his hand on your
Can
shoulder
you
while you're
pee
doing it,
in
and
a
he's like,
Hand on the
Zane,
butt?
You can't do this, Zane. You have no idea how hard it's going to be to clean that off the walls. We don't have any cleaning droids. One of the acolytes is going to have to come in here and clean that themselves. What do you do?
With his tongue.
Peeing on the wall.
No,
I'm
he
gonna
definitely
go
does not say that.
peeing on the wall, and I'm gonna sit in the chair.
He's
Okay.
established dominance.
Not making the scene go weird.
Okay.
This scene's not going.
You're
I don't know.
did.
You said it was going to go weird like 4 or 5 times now. You keep backing
Yeah,
away
you
from
sprung
it.
this upon me.
It's
a lot
fine.
like a.
You
random
sprung it
kid
on
up that
me.
picks
I
up-
was like, he looks like Swarger, and you were like, I want to have sex with him.
Hey!
Who sprung
Stop
what on
bringing
who?
things on each other.
You
okay?
can't put that
Put your pants
sexy
back on.
with me, right?
Guys,
That looks
I've checked
sexy
out.
with me.
I'm bored now, so let's move on.
All right,
Huh?
Zane Coral. Zoral.
Zor-
So what is Zoral, Zobi, and Zaleb doing?
So
We're
I've
waiting
gone-
at the place, I guess.
Okay.
We'll snap.
What
I-
what is
I-
your plan? They told Coral to come alone with the droid.
Yeah,
You've
I'm
asked
just-
them to send like a covert ops team with you. You've asked the Alliance to give you a covert ops team.
Sniper cover,
I-
base.
I
Okay,
am
you want
par-
snipers.
I am. So this is a plaza that they're meeting at.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
So
have
it's
a
in a
question.
town, right?
Is your
It's
your dual wheel-
it's in Naboo.
Can we
Perhaps
just have
it's
a
like the
flashback
plaza
real
in
quick, or
front
just
of
like-
Theed Castle where the celebration event takes place at the end of episode 1. You know, it's like
So
a
I'm-
big open courtyard.
So I'm
So
in like
here-
a nearby. I'm in a nearby market with my luxury land speeder thing,
Okay.
and I'm just there so that if something happens, I can land speed to come help. But I'm not actually with Coral, which would be a violation of the
Yeah, I'm
terms
just like,
of the exchange.
before we go, I'm basically like, all right, everyone, I want you to dress casually. And then we swipe to like us at the plaza. Toby's in the exact same outfit he's always in. Caleb's in the exact same outfit he's always in. And I'm super casual.
Super casual naked.
No, super
Don't you
casual
normally
is like...
wear like a leather vest? I mean, you wear like the Han Solo gear. How much more casual can you get?
Yeah, I think the only way you can go from there is naked.
like a tie.
You wear a tie.
Yep, with
You-
a vest underneath.
That's
Like,
less
I button it
casual.
up.
You've
It's
actually
business casual. Come on,
Gone
man.
in the other direction of
You're
casual.
doing business. So
Oh, so
it's
you're doing like early Avril Lavigne casual. Got it.
like I'm punk Coral.
You're
right
like
now.
the boy version of a skater girl.
That's
Understood.
it. Yeah. So the other thing is too, I do have my holdout. I'm bringing that, and I'm bringing my lightsaber inside my arm. But there's the only things that I'm bringing
Okay.
because they
So
said
when they
no.
told you to show up alone and unarmed, you immediately said,
Well, it's a holdout pistol. I have a
I
chance.
should
to
show
shoot
up with a bunch of weapons.
Well, that's the whole point of a holdout pistol.
I
Arthur.
understand. I'm just saying you're not abiding
It's not
by
like
the
I'm
terms.
bringing my brandolier of grenades.
The thing is, every
and-
single term they ask you to do, you did the exact opposite. They're like, don't call the police, show up alone,
Arthur,
no
they're
weapons,
bad
and you're just
guys.
like, what's up?
Well, I'm showing up with Toby. I'm just like, hey,
Toby,
Tobes.
what's the plan here?
Hold
You're
on, I
with-
can't find anything about dual wielding.
If it's different weapons
It's two
and they
weapon
take
attack.
different stats, you take the lowest one,
Yeah.
and then you roll it, but you also upgrade the difficulty.
Okay.
That's all it is. So if you're using a lightsaber, for example, and a pistol, then if you shoot both the lightsaber and the pistol, it'll take the lowest stat, which would probably be brawn. And then on top of
I have
that,
2 lightsabers now.
well, if it's 2 lightsabers, then it's just whatever that you use to use the lightsaber.
You use lightsaber, and then you upgrade the difficulty.
Cool.
If you have your Edge of the Empire's core book open, it's on page 210 in the lower right-hand corner.
Are we using the Force and Destiny two-handers, or are we using the core rulebook two-handers?
Ranged
I think it's the
modifier.
Is it? I
Yeah.
thought they were worded differently.
You
Anyway.
say 210?
210, lower right-hand corner. 2-weapon combat.
2 combat.
So before you read that, let me ask what you're doing here. You know, are you nervous at all that your captain has asked you to show up to this meet where you could possibly be kidnapped,
Well, the way I see it,
or do you
we're,
trust him implicitly?
we're already down 1 crew member.
Mm. 2, actually.
So,
we lost Rave. So.
well, I mean, we have 1 captured.
I don't
So-
have to pay Rave anymore.
If
Thanks,
we,
Zane.
I like to think Coral has this reaction literally when they're standing there in the plaza.
So I have a
Like-
second question. Is Wrath with you now? You
He's
bring
probably
him
on the
along
ship.
to the meet?
No, he's probably on the ship. I haven't
Okay.
even removed
He's
his
an
chip.
astromech droid through and through. He hasn't got a personality yet, so he's
Alright.
just doing astromech shit.
He's probably cleaning still.
Yeah.
It's a-
I'm just like, I want it spick and span by the time I get back, Raph. I love you.
Understood.
Yeah, so
How much do you trust Coral?
I know that Coral has everyone's best interests in mind. So
So I bring
I don't. Yeah, and so I'll do whatever plan the captain thinks is the best course of action. So I'm like ready for anything. I'm ready for the fight to go down here. I'm ready to get rescued later. Have to break out myself. I'm a little curious as well. Like I almost want to get taken in by these guys.
Oh, I mean,
I
you
know
know who
what
else
they
is curious? Fucking Zane.
What?
Not curious enough though. He was
he's what is
feeling the
he?
curiosity.
He's self-curious?
Yeah, so I'm not too worried, Arthur. Like I know this is trouble, but we have backup. Hopefully
Plus,
we
it's
can.
gonna be a
Hopefully
good
they
time.
bring. Hopefully they bring Zane.
Well, we're not making the trade unless you're there. He's there, so.
All right. Yeah. So I'm pumped, Arthur. We're gonna wreck these guys. I mean, they attacked all my friends too, so I'm pretty pissed.
Okay. So set the scene for us, Coral and Toby and Caleb. What does it look like as Zane
All right, so me
and
I've got my
Margula
I've got my
impersonator
comms.
arriving?
I've got my comms open so that Caleb can hear everything.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
both
'cause
myself,
I'm just off on my own, not
Yeah,
being
but-
conspicuous at all.
both myself and Toby have matching sunglasses on.
A Sheehan Jedi knows how to blend in to a crowd.
Are
Yeah,
you just
wear
like saying
robes.
that out loud to nobody in your car?
Yeah, he's
In
he's
his
not in his
tinted
car.
windows.
He's got his car parked and he's Assassin's Creed swimming through people as he says this.
But you're like an inch taller than everyone else, and like you're wearing your robes and you got your hood up, and no one else
And
is
there's
wearing
just a
robes.
group
So
of
it's
like wandering nuns that wear the exact same shit that a Jedi wears that I can blend in with.
Yeah, to become
No,
credits.
they're
Oh, wait.
Jedi enthusiasts, and you blend in with them.
Wow, I'm guessing that
we're-
cup is green, Dave. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's magic cup. So we've already established where our backup is.
Yep.
Yeah,
So we're in,
rooftop,
like-
every direction.
We're in like a the decided upon spot,
Yeah.
waiting for them.
They done goofed if the rebels don't think they'll shoot into a crowded area.
So, yeah, Swarg. Zane is being led into a crowded area. You see Toby and Coral looking completely conspicuous.
Yeah, with
Coral
sunglasses.
is wearing
and
a
everything.
tie for some reason that definitely clashes with the dark leather vest. Toby is wearing sunglasses, which look extremely strange on the droid. And
Am I
like
leading
tape-
me?
yeah, the Swargula impersonator is leading you like by your elbow, and he's just like, "Stay calm, Zane. Everything will be fine as long as they turn over the droid."
Are you still
Well,
drunk?
It's been like 20 minutes. Of course, I'm still drunk. How
He's
are you
drunker.
not?
Oh,
How are
Um,
you not? I love it.
they're gonna jump.
They wouldn't do that. That would be
Yeah, they would. That
dishonorable.
he never wears a tie. Sunglasses over there is completely weird. And
They're like scotch taped on.
No.
100,000. Now I
Our
think his
research
bounty's
shows
more-
that Captain Coral is a Jedi. They keep their word. We can trust him.
No, look, they're gonna jump you.
There's no way that's going to happen. Don't
Look at
worry,
me.
Zane. Everything's going to be fine.
So we see them off in the distance. I
They're
like
walking
take off
towards
my,
you having a conversation.
Oh,
Yeah, I like take off my sunglasses, and I'm just like, my God, that man is amazingly beautiful.
I'm still pleading. Like, look, I know you're wearing a fuck ton of plot armor right now, and you don't have to worry about a whole lot. but you're gonna die. They're gonna kill you. This is an ambush. I can't let you die.
But he's just
You're
like,
too beautiful.
what is this plot armor that you're talking about? You sound like a raving lunatic. We really should not.
I
be
know it
getting
was
drunk,
really
my
stupid
friend.
to put you in this location, wasn't it?
A what?
You should be somewhere behind a screen. You shouldn't be out here, or specifically in these scenes. It's very dumb.
All right, lose another 5 XP. Too meta.
Sure, that's too meta. Out of all of this, you make me roleplay against myself, and that's too meta.
Yeah.
It's because I beat you. I'm jealous.
Arthur
Why
didn't
did
get
you-
his come up.
Nope, I'm done. I'm not even gonna ask. Not even gonna go down with that. Coral, Swargula impersonator, and Zane show up.
All right. So here's the thing: we have a code word for when we want the snipers to attack. It's bootylicious.
Okay.
And
That's a really
the
stupid
major
code
was
word.
like, yeah, the major was like,
Immediately
that's a
the
really
major-
stupid code
Maybe
word.
we flash back and immediately the major's like, no, there's no way. That's.
But here's the thing, Major. Right? I would never use that in open conversation.
the code
so I
word is
don't-
apricot.
I can't even say that word.
And then Caleb is like,
So he turns toward Caleb and Toby and he's like, it's apricot.
listen.
And then turns back
Hold on
to
a
Coral.
second. Hold on a second. There shouldn't be a code word for just opening fire. The snipers are for if they bring an army to fight. We're not just going to kill someone because they kidnapped somebody.
Yes, of course we're not. Anyways,
Fine.
gentlemen, yes, apricot
we'll
for the
use-
shooting thing.
We'll use your code word. God damn.
Then
I'll
we
get
cut
it
back
wrong.
to the present. And the Swargula impersonator is like, Captain Coral, apologize, a bit more preoccupied than I.
You two smell like each other. That's weird.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Anyway, just hand over the robot. You have your crewman Zane here, and we just walk away.
How about this? We both let go at the same time.
They
Okay.
smell like gin and maybe a hint of piss.
So he's like, "What? When do you want to do this? On 3?
Yeah.
I mean,
on
I'm
the
not
count of
even
three.
tied up. I could just like walk over.
Yes, you could.
All right. Okay, so you start walking, Zane, and Toby starts walking at the same time. Okay.
Yeah.
Are the droids with them? Is he
No, no.
alone?
It's Toby. You don't see Rave.
No, I mean me. Are the droids
Oh,
with
the
me?
is this
Swargula
guy
impersonator?
alone?
This guy's completely alone. You don't see anyone with him.
All right. As they start walking, I say, "Apricottle."
Okay, this guy gets shot a fuck ton of times.
Wow.
Can I use
And then you hear
force
Caleb
die?
say, "Why did you
Not-
just? Oh my God!"
Can I use a foresight to make him stay alive?
No. I don't know
Hey,
why you
man.
think this guy has plot armor.
So I love
Because
I love
I'm
the
giving
fact-
it to him. I'm gonna dive in the way.
Oh, you're gonna bodyguard him?
I
like
goddamn
getting
want
shots
to,
from-
Arthur.
From all angles.
I think we let Zane do this.
I mean, if he
yeah.
could try.
Make an athletics check.
No,
This is
You have,
too
you're gonna have to
perfect.
like reach around and block each one of the laser bolts with
No,
your
you
hand.
just have to be able to react fast enough.
no, I'm not throwing the integrity of my character away that I've spent about 12 sessions doing just because you put a character in that looks like me.
Hey man, maybe like I don't know.
So you're not
Get
jumping in
used to
front
the
of
fact that you killed all our friends, and now we're just like, yep. Sucks, doesn't it?
Zane, this isn't the first time I put a character that looks like a player in a show.
Third
There
time.
was the Dave was last session. We had the Dave character.
Wait, really?
Yeah, the guy from Incom Corporation. I described him as looking exactly like you.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I don't remember that. But okay.
Yeah.
that's very true. Yeah, you put it against the wrong motherfucking player.
Well, are you jumping in here to stop this or not?
No.
Okay, he
Wanna-
gets shot a fucking bunch of times and dies.
Okay, I'm instantly like scanning for counterattacks.
There are none. Nothing happens except for a bunch of like people in the general area. So I mean, they're using like silenced laser rifles, and it's just like a quick series of like beep 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 beep, and he like slumps in the street, and some guy passing by is like, "Is that guy drunk? Hey, buddy,
yeah.
you
Very
need some
drunk.
help there?" And he points over to Toby and he's like, "Hey, you,
I-
medical droid, come over here. I think this guy is drunk."
Yeah, definitely. I'm like, Oh yes, I will take him to a back to tank.
actually, Arthur? Can
Uh,
I use a force point to make it? They were shooting stun,
No, he's dead.
but I'm using a force point.
He's dead.
Can't reverse time.
Yeah, we literally.
go-
I mean,
You
we
had
literally
the
were
entire
like
time when
established.
you were
Apricot was the kill him order.
Yeah, we had the entire time that we were talking about how you were going to have an execute order to be like, let's make it non-lethal. And Caleb even said, let's make it non-lethal.
I didn't hear.
And
Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's dead. Celebration.
Yeah, no, but
run
I
up
go
and
down to the
give
body.
Zane a high five.
Obviously, and I'm like, everyone, back up! This man may vomit terribly and splash it on you. Back up far away.
So, I mean, the crowd doesn't immediately like back away, but people don't approach you anymore.
Okay,
They
good.
like walk around you.
Yeah, I put up, like droid working signs. No, but I want to
Deploy,
grab
like
his
a little flag that comes
Com-
up above your head. That's like a red cross.
Turn on my hazard lights.
Yeah.
I pick up his comm link.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is the T1 unit. If you want data, you're going to have to pay for it, just like anyone else. You know where to contact me.
And oh, you're closing it off.
Yeah.
You get a call on it immediately. Beep, beep.
I know you, Arthur.
So what does it say? What does it say for the Like, what's the
It's like
the
an
methods?
actual
Does it have
call. It's not like
No, yeah, but does it have like a from?
no.
you
It's
know.
like it's not even blocked. It's just like unlisted.
Okay.
And it could be a telemarketer.
And I'm like, okay. I like, oh God, I don't know if I have like a sheet or something. I don't think so.
You're a droid.
Uh,
You can remember shit.
No. I want to cover this dead body and not just walk away from it. But I just walk away
take off
from
You
it.
just
Jack-
go in audio only mode.
Well, I want to get over to the captain, go
Okay,
back to the
all right,
captain
you walk
before I
over to the
answer.
captain.
So I hustle over to the captain, and I'm like, Captain, I think maybe they're willing to do some business.
Okay,
Why
so
don't
while
you
you're
try to
talking,
find
the
out what they
call
want
ends.
out of your head? Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah, I mean, you're spending time to like cover the body and walk over to Coral.
No, I didn't cover the body. I was saying I
Okay,
wish I had
still
something to
walking
cover the
over
body.
to Coral, and you're not answering the phone.
I try to do it quickly.
Beep.
I'm like, well, there they go.
Use your jetpack.
Should have got a jetpack.
So Zane, yeah, you're free. You reek of gin. Toby is running around. What's the plan now?
Did we do good?
I just look at Coral and just go, well, these guys took us at what, 5 o'clock? It's now 7:30. We've wasted this much time doing this. Well, let me grab this guy's body and let's head over and let's start what we were actually doing, right?
Yeah, no. I mean, now that you're back, we can actually do the thing that we're supposed to do.
This has all been inconsequential. All right. And I just put the guy, the fireman
So,
carry the beautiful body.
I love that Swark's trying to play it off like this was some sort of random event to pass time. Because now you have a bunch of lightsabers and a bunch of weird contacts and a bunch of weird plots. Don't worry, Zane.
What
This
color
is all
was my
canon,
lightsaber?
And I'd been planning to have this happen whether we time skip
I
or
thought
not.
yours was yellow.
Yellow? I think I put it down as yellow.
So
That's what you said.
you have 3 lightsabers. One of them is oh, you only have 2. Why do I look pissed? Okay. I think you guys got yellow and green.
I
I
definitely
got-
got green. I don't
Okay, I
know
got
what
yellow.
Toby's was.
Yeah,
We didn't get the
Yellow and
silver
green.
one though because that lady was just too
Oh,
attractive.
dude, I have yellow and blue. That's the fucking team colors. Pretty much.
What team colors?
That's amazing.
Team Coral.
Team Coral? We
I
have
love that
jerseys?
More like orange,
Is
but
Dave
like
flashing a gang sign?
our old ship, I like detailed it in like blue and like yellowish orange.
It was blue and orange, not yellowish orange.
Look, I'm saying yellowish orange because that's the color of my lightsaber, Arthur.
All right,
Well,
Arthur,
you
we
could
go
just
get our
borrow
next.
Coral's lightsaber.
Coral's lightsaber is orange.
Yeah, I know, but he looks cool with it. He doesn't want a yellow one.
You
And
got-
also, I assume this is exactly the same stats.
Actually, I don't even think you know I have a lightsaber.
Yeah, it's a basic lightsaber.
Basic lightsaber.
Yep.
With a normal crystal,
The Elon.
lithium crystal,
Yes.
helium. Yeah. So yeah, Arthur, I guess I just attend the funeral. I mean, and maybe I just say something about like meeting the rest of the ladies in the crew. That's about it, really, though. We don't have to play that out. And then we just go get our next assignment, if you will.
Well, on our way back, I like have this comm link, and I'll just be like, yeah, well, Captain, seems like a lot of effort to go through to try to get into ding ding ding, whatever, all the goodies I've got up here.
Do you have
and there are
really
quite
good
a few
cookie
gems.
recipes or something? Like, why are they
Well,
up?
I mean, the cookie recipes that I may or may not have could be quite ancient and lost to most cultures. Certain cookies may be dangerous, and
I wanna step in here real quick, and while he's talking about cookies, in the background, one of the advertisements on the screen shows Pierre's General Store. In the lower right-hand corner, there's a logo for Stardew Valley. It's like Pierre's General Store. Get cookies, eat them. They're good.
Fuck you.
Sorry, keep going, Toby. You were talking about cookies.
No, like these cookies could fetch a pretty good price on the market, if you know what I mean. Now, the thing is, I've been spending a lot of time defragmenting my older data that's, gets corrupted from time to time, and there seems to be a lot of it, and it actually goes back about 4,000 years.
I have a cup of coffee somehow. And I'm just like,
Like,
what?
yes.
4,000 years?
Called
And
Quite
I
a
was
lot
like,
of time.
and then
I feel like an old man sometimes, really, when I think about it. Although it's not
I'm
all
only
quite there
like-
for me.
I'm
It's
only like
spots here and there.
28 years old.
Yes, but I think most of the time is all corrupted data.
So, Caleb,
I-
are you here listening to this?
Yes.
What
I'm
about you,
overhearing it.
Zane? Are you listening to Toby blather on?
No, of course not.
Okay. I'm
I
curious as to where you are during this conversation.
believe we're in the car driving.
Carrying
to
the
the
body
next
of
point.
me back into. Wherever.
You mean the Swargula impersonator?
Yeah, the body of me.
Are you
back-
like taking it somewhere for burial?
No, I'm not.
So what are you doing with it?
I'm
Taking
taking
back to
it
his love
back to
chamber,
where we're going.
obviously.
You're taking it back to your
Well,
escape
I mean,
pod.
what do we have? A ship here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Escape pod. I'll take it back to the ship.
I'm not going to let you bring a corpse onto the ship. It's going to stink, dude.
Guys,
Zane is
I'm
gonna
doing
do
a
weird
fucking
things
monologue. Can I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Anyways, I thought you might be curious as to why I was, transcribing the Sith markings on the ship that were drawn in old Zane here's blood. It's because I actually have quite a good amount of data on the old chaps, really. So you spent a little bit of time in the service of some of the Sith lords.
Sith
So
lords.
you're going to have to like
now, and just little jobs here and there for them.
take another sip of the coffee, and I just spit again, like Marcus Adele. Who's that? And I like take another sip.
Arthur,
Yeah.
can Reyes Navarre make a check to see if he's come across that name in his research?
Caleb Fallon would have come across it.
Oh? What would
Yeah.
Caleb Fallon have known?
I mean, he's pretty much one of the most famous Sith Lords.
Oh, he's pretty much one of the most famous Sith Lords of all of history.
Yes, impressive chap from what I've reclaimed from the old data banks.
So you're telling me that you used to be a droid under
I've
I've
the
always been a droid, my good man. Always. I can assure you.
under the ownership of the most famous Sith Lord in all of history.
Nobody can own Toby.
Yes, we were. I mean, at the time, it was more like an ownership type. I'm sure if you asked him, it was definitely an ownership
He's
type
still
of thing.
alive? That's really old.
No.
He was being rhetorical.
I don't actually have specific data files on his death. So I can't conclusively tell you. Actually, might be worth looking into. But there might be something going on here. I mean, if someone else somehow found out that I did have. I mean, we've spoken of it on the ship a few times about interesting things that I had recovered with my new abilities with the lightsaber. I mean, that's where all these memories are from. You see, he was using me as an assassin droid. But I don't see why anyone else would know about this.
Hold on a second. You're
Yes?
a Sith Lord's assassin droid.
Why is that so
No,
hard to
no,
believe?
no. I'm a medical officer on the, on the ship. For the
Yeah,
captain.
and your hope.
Right.
And your hope. My shit.
In your hope. Yes. Current occupation. Yes.
Cockupation. That's a weird Freudian slip then.
Sorry, I was thinking about your cock, sir.
Oh. Oh, don't worry, I think about it
Get
too.
ready to double down, Verge. Get ready to double down.
You know, I scared off a Sith Inquisitor with it today. It was pretty cool.
I know it's impressive. I mean,
Can we not talk? Anyway.
Have
So
a mean dick. Okay.
Toby, I'd be very interested to know more about this sordid past of yours. Perhaps my associate Rays could help you look into this.
yes. It takes a little time to dig into the corrupted files. I don't always know what I'm gonna come up with. It's basically just random pick and choose a piece of data and work on it for a while. And I mean, if you'd like, maybe Ray's and I could sit down. I could show him what I've got, the visual data and everything.
Well,
So why don't we just take all this stuff out of your head, like make a copy of it, right? And then sell it to these people and make a bit of money.
Right, but it's all corrupt, you see. And also, I don't know.
But that's all they want, right?
Them,
So
right?
we can charge them as much as
have
we
a
want.
box. Someone's like, "We're going to kidnap your friend because we want what's in the box," but you don't know what's in the box. I
Yeah.
mean, you've got to find out what's in there before you can sell it to somebody.
Yeah, but if you find out what's in
It's
there,
not-
then they will just have it without having to do all the work themselves.
that
so
you
we
know,
can just
because
assume
you were the one who figured out what was in the box. You didn't tell them what was in the box.
Yeah, but we're selling it to them.
Right, they've somehow got information about my box, is what I'm
This-
worried about. And if there's something specific they want to find, I may be able to do very small amounts of, decorrupting the data, looking for something specific that I could, narrow down, get the data, sell it straight out without having to, give them more than they're paying for.
Well, either way, I think we should just sell them something just a lot of money, right? And then they wouldn't come after us, and then it would be good. And then
But I think we should send them some cryptic images from my memory banks and see how tantalized we can get them. That sounds exciting.
Okay.
I mean,
well,
if this is.
Look, I'm thinking
I'm
about
going to go
maybe some
meditate.
cortosis armor. I really need some bucks.
Let me know if we get another job from the major.
Very well. I'll keep you on comms.
So, Sane, what's happening with you? You secreted this corpse aboard the Anyo Hope into your escape pod.
I don't know
All
how
of the
secret.
weird drawings you did on the wall have been taken off, and the ropes have all been brought down. They've been cut up, and you don't see anymore. There's no leftover rope. Then the R4 unit is just rolling around in the halls, cleaning things up.
I just look at it and I give him a thumbs up, and I keep walking to the room, just carrying the body of the beautiful, beautiful man.
Okay.
I place the beautiful man on the floor.
Take off his clothes.
There's some ragdoll physics. So he's like, oh.
I walk out the door saying "fuck," flipping the beautiful man off, and I go eat.
Okay.
So now
What,
you
the
just have a
beautiful
body.
man?
We've just let Zane have a body.
No, I'm
that's what
actually against this. Unless you want to try and make a stealth check to try and sneak this on, bitch. I'm not letting you bring a dead body onto the ship. I'm sorry.
I don't care. I don't care to sneak it on.
So he
Oh,
doesn't.
then And then I'm just like, okay, well, you can't do this. I mean, that's
I'm not bringing it on
unsanitary.
the ship. I'm bringing it on my ship.
Yeah, but it's connected to my ship.
Your
Yes,
ship
the
is
So,
connected to my
Mercy
ship.
will
I mean,
travel.
at least put it in like some sort of like containment or like some sort of like, you
I don't
know.
have.
I could go get you a body bag.
If
Yeah,
you
we
got a
gotta-
body bag, I'll take it.
Okay, I'll be right back. I go and get a body bag from the med bay
Yep.
and bring it back, and we like zip it up so it's nice and not stinking up the place.
Sure.
Great. Now we've got a dead body on the ship.
I have a dead body on the ship. You have my ship on your ship.
Yeah. One of these days, I'm just gonna go up to the door and just hit
Oh,
eject.
Pam, straight to the moon.
I think I don't know if this was like a typo or if Riga just named the NPC
Stargula?
Stargula. Yeah, no, I didn't catch you saying that.
Well, I mean, I did describe him as having like diamond
Yeah.
stars around him, like
That's-
Major Louis Armstrong.
Stargula is a thing. Too bad he's dead.
All right, so I'm gonna ring those guys back.
Yeah, you don't get an answer.
Can I leave a message?
Sure.
All right, I'm just like, hello, Chaparinos. This is the amazing one of a kind Captain Kidd, aka the old Captain Coral. I prefer you don't use that name anymore. Just letting you know that we have, for some reason, taken on the dead body of your friend. I don't know why, but we also have something to sell you if you're interested. We do know that you're after the brain of my dear friend. So we are willing to give you a copy for money. Toodles. And I hang up.
Yeah, then I want to just text them like a super like low resolution picture of like Naga Sadao.
Okay,
Ooh.
you immediately get a text back that's like, "Surrender yourself immediately, assassin droid, and you will be treated well."
I send back a message. Just text, I guess. Maybe you should surrender. Do you know how many fucking people I've killed?
One.
You get a text back that's like, "Do you know how many people you've killed?" Question mark.
Oh,
I'm just sitting there
mind
waiting for them to
freak.
call back. It's like,
You
yeah,
just
they're
got
gonna call.
mind freaked.
Don't say it.
Yeah, I don't, but I make up a number. It's really big.
12.
So, yeah, you get an answer back that says, "Clearly, you have not unlocked your core functionality. Return to us, and we can discover your potential together. Do not
Okay.
trust the captain. He claims to be a Jedi, but does not keep his word."
I never said I was a fucking Jedi.
Yeah, right away I'm like, he's a starship captain, not a Jedi. I mean, just look at his. I mean, that's his credentials. You can just check them. It doesn't say Jedi anywhere. Anyways,
So they text back a super low resolution pic that is a rebellion recruiting poster that's got like Coral
no.
with like two female Y-wing pilots hanging off of him, and he's like giving a thumbs up, and it's like covert security. Want to be like this guy? Join the force today, and you could see the stars.
yeah. So I'm like, it's a propaganda poster, you moron.
I don't even remember that. Am I
And
like-
it shows him with like a lightsaber and
Yeah.
lists him as being a Jedi commander.
Wait, is it? Did they like Photoshop a lightsaber into my hands or something?
Yeah.
All right, Toby, please show me this poster.
You don't even know about this conversation, Captain.
Oh.
Kid.
I'm like,
What color is the lightsaber?
I say, why should I trust you over my captain?
Why would
Okay.
you trust your captain? Clearly he is a liar.
He only lies to protect those he loves.
We showed up unarmed, unaccompanied to the meeting. You did not. One of us is dead.
Yes, and that is not one of us, which is why the captain had to lie to protect those he loves.
If he had not lied, everyone could have walked away alive. And even now, we could be unlocking your potential.
My potential is mine. I
So
fear
you get
want
that thing
myself.
that messengers do now, where it's like 3 dots to show they're typing, and then it like goes away with no message.
I hate
I
that.
fucking hate that. Oh, you're like, oh, this is gonna be a really long message, and it's like, okay.
They just don't send anything. They just stop sending messages at this point.
All right. I do kind of want to do some defragmenting at some time. Anyways, move on. Like maybe I go off to defrag. I like talk to the captain, explain that I couldn't just be like, look, Captain, I was in a little bit of communications. Yeah, it seems that they're quite sure that you're actually a Jedi, which is,
Who the fuck
people get
believes
that
that?
impression. I don't know. I said you were a ship captain, and then I could prove it.
I have a ship. I'm a captain. It's literally in my name.
That's what I
Captain
said.
Kidd.
Yes,
I'm
that's so
Kid, by the way.
ridiculous. Yes, apparently they want to unlock my full potential. And then they seem to imply that they actually had more knowledge of the data than I do. It's very disturbing, sir.
Well, I mean, is there like a camp we can send you where you can come back after you're unlocked?
Well, that's what it seems like they wanted to do, but they didn't seem to go about it the right way, kidnapping one of my besties and then
They could have just asked. I mean,
I mean literally this 2 days
See,
ago, a droid just
Toby,
asked me to come
this
into a
is-
dark room. I walked in. I just walked in there.
this is exactly why I fear for Nile, and this is why I hate the both sides of the Force, because they're just like stupid, right? Like, let's sit in the middle ground because, like, hey, the Sith are all like, instead of just asking nicely, we can kill everyone and take what we want. And then the other side is like, instead of just, doing things like normal people would to not die, they're just like, what if we just use diplomacy 100% of the time? Like, both sides
Here's the
are
best
stupid.
part. They act like you're the asshole and that they're perfectly fine. Like they didn't kidnap anyone. They're like, oh, your captain, he's a liar and a murderer. No, shove it up your ass. You took my best friend. You know what I mean? It's very frustrating.
We only shot one dude today, and I didn't even shoot him, so I don't know. I'm not that much of a murderer.
But
You
yes,
know what,
very
Toby?
curious.
Never leave my side. You are like bro man. I like put out my fist,
I like bro fist him like solidly a little too hard.
and I'm just like, I recoil like, ah, fuck. It's like, that was good though. That's good. Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna do some quick scans on the old Brainer-Rooney and see if I can't come up with something like. I mean, I could think that maybe they'd be very interested if I had some Sith training recorded somewhere, something like that. But I mean, that wouldn't even be useful to me at all. I mean,
But you're pretty alright as it is. I fear that if you unlock your Sith stuff, you'll turn into one of those goobers.
well, I can clearly remember just zipping around and happily murdering.
Look, we will get you a jetpack. Don't worry about that. It's
No,
on my
I'm just
list
saying.
of priorities. See, I have a whiteboard in my room. It's just like priorities. And like, first one is like blue Twi'lek. Underneath that is like Toby jetpack. And then I have like a little picture of like a robot just being all like,
He's probably also like shooting lasers out of his eyes.
yeah. And then underneath that it's like, learn more stories from Zane.
Yeah.
And then underneath that, like there's like 5 or 6 things, and down the bottom it's like, I don't know, ask Caleb about the light side, I guess, question mark.
One of the things above that is like lunch.
Oh, I know what I want to do. So I'm like,
Eat a salmon.
look, I'll maybe I'll take Ray's with me, and I'll we can work through it together. Make sure anything sketchy gets stopped right away.
Do you mean like the defragmentation, or do you mean like
Yeah,
actually
he'll
going
just be able to see whatever visuals I'm pulling up.
because
if he thinks something-
I'm actually okay with you going to them to get unlocked as long as you're able to come back. If that's a deal that we can work out with them, I'm perfectly fine for that to happen.
I mean, I'd prefer to have it happen,
in a safe environment with friends. Like the
Yes.
first time you drop acid, you do it in a hotel room with your best friend.
Right. You know.
Isn't a hotel
Right.
room not a safe? Never mind. I'm no tangent there.
It's a middle ground.
It's a middle ground. Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to go and talk to Raze. I'll find Raze / Caleb.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Um,
talk to Zane. Hey,
After
Zane.
all of the insanity of like a body, and we fucking like executed a dude who was totally coming in peace, Caleb is in
I don't know that you
control.
knew that. I mean, we've discovered that out of character.
Yeah, well, I mean, it appears that way to a Jedi because he didn't attack. We just.
Oh, as a Jedi, you didn't do much to intervene, so you know.
I was not there.
He did try to suggest no murder.
Yeah, he did.
I did my very best.
More
So,
dark side points
because
for
of
Caleb.
all that, Caleb is in control and meditating in his room when Toby arrives.
Maybe we should flip to the actual Zane because we were splitting off in two
Yeah,
directions.
Zane,
But Zane had-
Coral, the two of you have a discussion. Zane, what are you eating?
I'm done eating. I had a bowl of Vader oath
Yeah,
I'm
my
glad you're
man.
selling out now, buddy.
on my second.
Man.
Welcome to the club.
Like
Yeah,
maybe I
roll
probably
20 is
should-
great, everybody. And
Wow, you're an asshole.
Maybe
I go
bump
to.
into- Okay, you do it.
I'm in my room, and when Coral opens or Coral like knocks or whatever, asking to come in,
Yeah.
I just go fuck, and the door opens. And inside I have the
New
body
idiot.
bag opened up. You see the body of beautiful me sitting on the ground. Its torso, chest from neck to belly button torn open. Small and large intestines have been cut and pulled out of the body, and I've strung them up like Christmas lights around the room.
Oh,
Have you embedded LEDs every like?
He's full
No.
crazy again.
No, and they've dripped significantly, and so my white beater is now just like orange and red, and I kind of turn to you like severely drunk, and I go, "How much do you think it hurts?"
I'm like holding like two glasses again and a bottle of wine. I'm just like I put the bottle of wine behind my back, and I'm just like, well, I don't know. I mean, the guy was already, you know, so I don't imagine it would hurt too much.
No, this is just to see. You know, my to-be wife went through worse than this.
I see. I like put
Yeah.
the two glasses down. I pour one glass and I just hand him the bottle, I guess, of the wine.
I just like grab the bottle and like go to drink it, and it just slips out of my hand, and I just drop it on the floor, and it breaks, splashing all over. It's fuck.
I don't even notice. I just take a sip out of mine. I'm just like, you know, there are a lot of things that I can honestly say that I'm not proud of happening in my life. But what happened to your wife, your best friend, I assume, that's something I will never be able to live down. I failed you in the fact that we weren't able to get to her and save her.
It's over. It's done with. No one's to blame. It doesn't make it hurt any less, though.
It doesn't matter, Zane. I'm your captain, and it was my responsibility to make sure that you're okay. And that is where the failure is, nowhere else.
How am I supposed to be okay after that? How am I supposed to continue on the ship? Do security? Go through more random things like that? Like Nile? Like this motherfucker on the ground here? What am I supposed to do?
I'm going to tell you something because I haven't told anyone else this. I act.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. deep down, I hate everything. I hate every single person. Toby is pretty much like, he's been with me for the longest time, and God bless his heart if he has one. But he's the best thing that happened to me, and you know what? It's changing me a little bit.
I like pound on the wall on the comm to like, where's the button? And I like hit the comm. I like, Toby. Toby, do you have a heart?
No, sir. I have an oil pump.
Is that the same?
It's very similar.
If a kid dies in front of you, what do you think?
Well, it's probably very sad. Be devastated most likely.
Is that an emotion or a command?
No, that's an emotion.
How?
Are you feeling all right, good buddy?
Come get a drink. I'm in my.
All right.
The code word is fuck, by the way.
Oh, yes,
The door opens again. It's like,
Ah, shit. I mean, fuck.
Yeah. So I would prefer you wouldn't tell Toby what I've told you, Zane. And you know what? I feel like it's probably not the answer for everyone, but I don't know, buddy. Fake it till you make it. You know?
You can, to a point. Till you're, 24 years old, deadbeat, nothing going on for your life. You join the Imperial Academy. And then finally you fall in love. You meet the one girl you get. She doesn't see you for a monster, and then all of a sudden, that happens. And I'm supposed to be security. I'm supposed to just continue on with the charade, with the show that we're supposed to do.
Wow, Zane.
So I just sort of take a long swig of the glass, and I'm just like, you do know that I aim to surround myself with people that I want to be around rather than the roles that they need to fill. I don't see you as security. I
Good.
see you as a friend.
What if 100K kind of sucks?
Yeah.
And I like Compad again. I'm like, Compad, hey, 100K. Hey, 100K. You there? Hey, I like pound on the wall. He's not answering.
Who is 100K? I'm confused.
Hey,
I've been calling
What?
Caleb that since he joined.
Oh, okay.
I've never
I guess
heard that.
Caleb is getting a compact.
Yeah, because that's what you were worth. You and the.
Oh, that's
Holocron.
right.
That
I thought
Coral
it was
never
like-
paid me,
Right.
so I continue to call you 100K for the payout that I never received.
Yes, Zane?
You're awful. You know that?
I'm
Good.
not particularly aware of that. No.
Well, you should. Just to let you know, you and all your Jedi scum or lightsaber wielding bastards could crawl in a crypt and hide in a temple, and it would be great. You would do everyone a wonderful thing.
I like
if
raise
really-
my glass silently to that and take another sip.
If you want to save the world, 100K, or the universe, you could curl up into a ball and never uncurl.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Zane.
Yeah, I'm sorry you exist. And I like flip it off. I'm like fuck, and the door opens. I'm like, Toby,
Yeah, and I'm probably like walking down the aisle.
come take a drink.
Quarter. No, I turned around because he said to come have a drink, and I was concerned. Yeah.
So yeah, I just like wave you in to
Yeah.
take a drink.
I'm like, drinking in the escape pod. Always the dangerous ones, aren't we?
Ignore
God.
ignore the shit. I'm sorry. That was meant for me as a science experiment.
A
Also,
little bit of a
Glad
little
you're
bit of
interested in
blood,
learning. I'd be glad to sit down and talk about anatomy with you anytime, sir.
right. Also, sorry, it's cramped in here. It's really a two-seater. Cuddle up.
Full bodies in here.
That's true. There are 4 bodies, so maybe I just like slide my body out, and then
You like put the body of
it's
your
in the
friend
hall.
on yeah, just like kick him out. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we drink.
Yeah.
And I hold it up and I go, to the best goddamn motherfucker. Fuck! And it like closes again. Mother pieces of shit.
No, of course, I'll drink to that, good boys.
Tell me something, Zane. What do you remember of her? What are the things that you think of when you think of her?
Her hair. Curly and dark. Pretty great.
I never understood hair.
I've always kind of wanted hair.
It's a smell that you can't get away, you know, when they...
Is that where it comes from? Because okay.
When you're...
I take out the card again. I'm just like,
When you lie in your bed and it still smells like them. You can't get away from it. You look at your compad, like, there's an email there, but they're dead. They're crucified. She was great. It's everything I wasn't. I can turn it on and off. A lot like you, Cole. I can feel if I want to. I'll never leave my friends behind. Sorry, I'm not gonna say. But she was a real person. She made it me. She's the only one.
You know, it's only the gentlemen like you that make me a real person. You know, quite literally. Most of the time I feel like I'm treated as a machine, but you chaps really give meaning to my life, you know that?
Ugh. Nice.
I like- I'm
the
like-
end of the scene.
I'm like pouring, like pretending like I'm drinking because they are, but I can't stop
You're
anything.
just drinking motor oil. You're drinking the lowest quality motor oil, so it gums up the works and gives you a high.
Yeah. I'm like stand up, like a little wobbly.
Yeah, and I guess you make your way to Caleb's room to have your discussion with him.
Yeah, and then I'll after hanging out for a while with the dudes, yeah, I'll head down there, and I guess he's meditating. So I imagine you have the door closed.
Yes,
So I
it's
walk up to
closed,
the door and
but
I'm like, fuck! Oh wait, no, that's not this door.
I might do that to every single door on the ship. So whenever someone says "fuck," all the doors open.
Like to think it's just, you just tell the ship's computer to apply that to all the doors, and they just do it to the airlock as well.
Oh,
fuck, sucked out of the ship.
Yeah, so I knock on the door.
Come in.
Oh, Caleb. I was
Hello, Toby.
actually looking for Ace. You said he might be interested in speaking about, some history.
Yes. One moment. And he closes his eyes for a second, and the eyes open, and they've changed color, and the glasses come down. It's hard of seeing again.
from the ether, they're just like.
Deal with it. No, they shift down from where they were on the forehead before. Hello, Toby. How is it going?
It's going, well, it's exciting and a little frightening as always. Wanted to show you a few things. Cool stuff like this. And I want to show him an image of just a really old building from, my, but something pristine, that's 4,000 years old, but in perfect condition.
Maybe you send him a copy of the command ship that you were based off of.
Yeah. Check out this old butte, huh?
What was that called?
Oh, can Reyes recognize the class?
I mean, it's 4,000 years old.
And he's an archaeologist.
Go ahead and make. Is there a history? I know there's a lore, but is there like a?
There is a
straight-
history.
It's
Yeah.
just lore, and lore counts for all sort of history checks.
Okay, go
Well,
ahead
there
and
might
make
be
a lore.
warfare as well. but-
It's gonna be 1 red and 2 purples.
Okay, he'll make the attempt.
Man, why can I not
Yep.
find the name of this?
Success.
It's called the Bootylicious.
Ship? No, it was like an AE name.
AE Bootylicious.
Boutelicious? That has AE.
No.
A-delicious.
It was called the Astarte. You succeed. Go ahead and take 1 point of strain.
I
In the
do.
no, actually, I think with knowledge, I get to withhold something, right? Let me check that out.
Chickadee check.
Chickadee check, the Chinese check-in. What?
No. Everything you're saying is wrong.
Law. Let's see. Knowledge for law. Knowledge skills. Seed misinformation. No, wait, no.
Omit vital details.
Yeah.
You recognize this as a Sith, like, freighter ship that's been upshifted in class, like, heavily customized to become some form of, like, luxury flagship. But it has, like, very minimal weaponry. It has, like, light freighter level of weaponry, even though the inside is definitely, been, like, remodeled to be a palace.
What an amazing specimen you have there, Toby.
Yes, it's quite old, isn't it? Look at the look at the engines on here, and
No, you don't. Oh my God! Look at and the archaic modification methods. Oh, I could have. This is a dissertation easily on this single picture.
Yes, yes. How rare do you think a picture like this is? Wondering. It can't be just
Well-
floating about everywhere.
The picture is, of course, very rare, but it is. How do I s- It is. It's not a piece of artwork. It's not. It's just a digitally recorded image, which, of course, has immense historic value, especially to academics such as myself. But it is no means it's not an antique that you could sell to some collector.
Okay, well, I do have quite a bit more data. You see,
I just want to be upfront about this. It is not as though just because you are sharing with me your sordid Sith-based past, there is. I cannot keep information from Caleb. He will see everything that I see. We're just
Yes,
being
well, he
upfront
can-
about this.
okay,
So-
well, I assume he won't, snap your consciousness out of it. I mean, this is your kind of specialty, is it not? The past,
Just,
right?
just as long as you're aware that Caleb will know everything you tell me.
Yes, well, he can deal with it. Because yes, this is all first-hand data. You see, you must have known then from when I was speaking with him. I assume.
Yes. This is why he was able to make the offer, because I proposed it. I am very eager to get my little piglies inside of this brain case, so to speak.
Yes, well, the data I have so far is not extensive. A little bit of memories of actually Naga Sadao himself giving me some instruction. Some very gruesome stuff you wouldn't want to take a look at. Like
Tell
you
me,
said,
Toby-
very sordid.
Do you know? Are you a copy, or are you in? Are some pieces of you original, perhaps?
No. This is none of this is old. Which is very interesting because I don't recall being in the body at any time recently that was my original
So
form.
Reyes is sort of like walking around you and examining you while he's talking.
Yeah.
So it's more like
Legally put.
and like every once in a while he shines a little light into like a crevice and looks inside and sees like, especially when he's asking, is any part of you original, and he looks inside like a hole like
There's a
behind
severed
him.
finger in there or something.
Yeah, and like there's like triple welded back together areas that's like it's been repaired many times. Some of the
So
wiring
if
doesn't
you're just a
very
copy,
good.
Toby, have you confronted the possibilities that you are not the only copy?
Um, well, you see, that's another issue. I don't think another copy would have uncorrupted data either. So
So you could each have different portions of uncorrupted data.
yes, and there's quite a lot of it.
Well, I guess the question is, why haven't you just sat down and sifted through all of it in one go?
It's too much. Thousands of years. I believe at least 4,000 years of
The GM won't let me roll
audio-visual,
that.
chemical data. The amount of data I take in a femtosecond is actually astounding.
Toby, have you considered the possibilities that because you are such an archaic droid and were apparently heavily modified by the Sith, that your difficulties could be because of some perhaps Sith-based programming interfacing with more modern programming?
Yes, maybe. I mean, I definitely was on different hardware. I'll like pull up a scan of my old chassis, like the Toby Zero
Okay.
chassis. Um,
Can I make another lore
this is
check on
the earliest
tech
I've
this,
this is
the
the
tech that
earliest
he's
I've
showing
dug
me?
up.
Especially if I've like seen these types of droids
No, this
happen
is
burial
definitely
sites.
like standard issue droid. It could definitely be made in the modern day since technology apparently doesn't advance ever in Star Wars.
It just sort of sideways. It just
Except for
changes, but not really.
lightsabers. They change.
Anyway, well, Toby, the things that I would most like to do is, well, I am not a robot myself, of course. I'm much more used to interacting with computers and terminals and etc. I would be fascinated for me to take a look at your files, if that's not too personal. I would be very interested to see if they were perhaps encoded in the Sith language, which is where I would be of the most help. I do not know if this would be the case until I look, of course. And I don't know what it's like for you to look inside yourself, so to speak. Perhaps I will see something that you do not.
Yes. Arthur, can we do like a check for him to scan through to see if there's code that can't be read by like
Yeah,
my
computer
normal
check.
operating system? Yeah. I'm like,
And
well,
what
let
is
me
it
port in
specifically
here.
you're trying to do?
He wants to find if there's data that I don't have
So
access
basically,
to
from
because it's-
previously after a triumph, when I translated the Sith thing, I know the Sith language.
Right.
So what we're looking is to see if any of his files have been programmed or written in the Sith language, and that's why he's having trouble accessing them.
Okay.
So if I go through his files and see, oh look, a file that's
Yeah,
clearly
no,
Sith.
that doesn't take very much checking at all. It looks like originally they were written in Sith, like there's comment code written in like Sith programming language, but everything currently is written in Galactic Common.
including the corrupted files. So it's not a matter of
Yeah.
like translation.
Correct.
Okay. So I informed Toby of this.
Yeah.
Yes, you were originally written in Sith, but there seems to have been a thorough translation job done. Your corrupted files are just corrupted. There isn't a miscommunication going on. Although I could translate some of the commentary, I don't think it'll be particularly interesting.
Well, I was thinking if I do some defragmentation and maybe you could sit by and observe on a screen as I, pull up different video and that way you could try to guide me. Find something
Well-
useful, if I'm sitting there and I'm
Well, the thing
defragmenting useless stuff. You can
between
just,
the- between the two of us, between Caleb and myself, we have fragments ourselves of the story of the Sith Lord that you served. So we could perhaps place anything that you experience into a more firm context, but it's it's not like he wrote a memoir or anything that we have studied, so it is it's a shot in the dark at best. I would be happy, of course, to assist you in this means. I just don't want to get your hopes up, Toby.
Excellent, excellent. Well, it could take some time. Why don't you get some food in you and we can get comfortable, yes?
Yes, yes, yes. I will pop some corn, as they say.
So we make popcorn. I just grab a handful of popcorn and
Of
shove
course,
it
no.
inside my chassis and
Obviously-
it shoots out my mouth.
Obviously, you have one of these hot and fresh popping corn containers from Gray's.
How the fuck do you
Graze.com.
have that right there?
I just like pass the lightsaber over it a few times. It's
Graze.com. Pick up 8 snacks a week for $11. Delivered straight to your door twice weekly.
They're delivered to my spaceship, Arthur.
That actually sounds like a
Feral
fantastic deal.
You're translating. Feral Kid's killing me. The commentary and the Sith programming. Half of it is just probably does nothing but won't compile without.
Yeah, but of course it's written in Sith, so it sounds way more hostile than that.
All right. So I'm happy to do a little bit of a time skipper if you want to do this thingy, and then
You
maybe
tell
get
me,
our
what's-
mission.
What's the thing we're doing?
Well,
I would
we're-
like to get another
we're-
mission though. So
Well, we are sitting down to defragment Toby and watch. So, like, that'll happen before the next thing that happens, unless we are immediately
Wait.
right now attacked.
Does somebody have better computers than I do?
probably raise.
I got 2
My
yellow,
com-
1 green.
Oh, that's pretty good. Mine is crap,
Mine's 2 green.
and I am a computer. Not very self-aware. Yeah, mine's 1 yellow, 1 green. Oh, that's not terrible.
Sith tense. Anyway, we watched Toby. We watched Toby's brain.
So
Yeah.
explain to me what is happening. Is somebody computersing? Is somebody not computersing?
I think
I don't-
I am computersing, and he is like trying to find better data. So I don't know if you want to
No,
like.
so
have
we've
him-
just so what's happening is Toby is doing what he's previously done. He's defragmenting to expose a memory. The
Okay.
memory is being like live streamed as he experiences it to a screen, so that between Roz and Caleb, they can try and put it into context with what they know about the history of that Sith Lord. So Caleb knows some stuff, obviously, from the Jedi Academy and being told things about evil Sith in the past. Roz knows things from his studies of the history of the Sith and the Jedi. So, we're trying to put. We're just here to
Yeah.
help, basically.
So I mean, I can get my memories, which is great, and I love that. But having context to them and knowing what we can do about them, or trying to find hints of
Like
what
maybe
the-
someone says
the
a
good
name
stuff
or
is.
something, and Roz knows that name as another person
Yeah.
who was historically significant back then or something. It's
So that means computers, right?
Yeah,
Add
and
it-
give
add me
yourself
as
a
myself.
blue die for Caleb's assistance.
Okay, and it's against what, like 2 perps or something?
Yep, 2 purple.
Whoa, crushed it.
Yeah.
demolished.
Okay. Yeah, you have a memory. As it's being put up, Toby, you're not in the assassin droid chassis. You're in like janitorial chassis.
I was
amazing.
literally about to say a maid costume.
So you've got like a cleaning arm and like a vacuum arm and a bunch of assorted tools that come out of a backpack on your back. The world that you're
Lusty
on,
assassin maid.
there are like hundreds of Jedi all around you, moving through a grand temple, all wearing like
You just like wheeling a. I just imagine you wheeling the yellow trash can with the mop attached to it. That's like at high school, like squeaky, 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 squeaky.
So what are you doing?
Killing
Right,
them.
so yeah, no, I'm probably like walking right behind like a group of 4 robed figures as they're like talking, kind of vehemently, maybe arguing or something.
Jedi secret number
And I'm like
one.
literally
Jedi
just like
secret number
vacuuming, like
two.
yeah,
Yeah.
vacuuming right behind them. down various
So
filters to get all that vacuum sounds out.
one of them turns around to look at you and is like, "Ah, yes, droid. In the classroom we just left, there was an incident with one of the Padawan learners. Head to classroom 32, TAC B, immediately. Clean up the
Yes,
mess."
sir. Yeah. So I like light up my path.
So what's
My-
interesting is you find yourself unable to resist the command.
Yeah. Okay. So like right away, there's like maybe it's like automatically pathed for me.
Yep.
And like it's super frustrating for me that I don't get to choose how to like walk somewhere.
Yeah, you're under the control of a command chip.
Okay. So yeah, like yeah, I'm like walking very like just like exact pace that any normal one would walk. I'm taking the most direct route. And yeah, like go right to what was it? 31B?
32 TAC B.
Arthur,
Yes.
while I'm watching this happen, Reyes would like to make a lore check to see if he can place the era of the
Oh, don't
temple.
worry. Don't worry. You know what? I'll let you make the check anyway. It'll become real obvious what area you're in just a second. But I feel like I shouldn't deprive you of your right to roll.
All right, 2 purple.
Hey.
Yep, 2 purple.
I also crush it.
Yeah, you place the area immediately, but it's not Reyes who does it, it's Caleb. As in the background, as he goes into the classroom, we see a much younger
Baby Caleb, right there.
Jedi
Oh,
Knight Caleb cleaning up a nosebleed from young Weequay when Weequay is still a Padawan, and that's when the memory ends.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
And you recognize this as being from your time on Tython.
Oh shit.
So I imagine Toby comes out of his memory daze
Hmm.
and sees that Caleb is in control.
Okay. Oh, well met.
Toby,
Oh,
that was me.
yes, you're so cute. I can't believe it. Adorable, huh?
No, I wasn't the Weequay, Toby. I was the knight training him.
Oh.
I know you don't
Look,
know.
I don't know
because
what you
never
are. You were in a cube, right? I mean, you could be anything. You never
Yes.
told me.
Yeah, well, that's what I used to look like, Toby, is my point. When I
I'm
wasn't.
not as cute as the child.
Well.
Roll for hotness.
Well, this can't be. I mean,
Toby, why were you a janitor on Tython?
I appear to have not been under my own control. I mean, I could have been. Someone was forcing me to be a janitor. I suspect. God, that's very depressing. I mean, of course, it could have been all a ruse, as well. Do you recall any problems with janitor bots? I
Did only
mean,
janitor bots murder countless Jedi in your employ?
Arthur, did any janitor bots murder countless Jedi while I was on
No.
Tython?
so I'm like, when was this? I mean, it's hard for me to place dates unless I can get, a visual on something with a date on it.
Arthur, can you
pulled
give me
out of-
the dates that Weequay would have been a Padawan, like a child Padawan, a youngling?
Yeah, slightly over 1,000 years ago.
Well, if I have been brought up to speed on the time difference as I understand it, it would have been 1,000 years ago. So that
Yeah,
was a much more recent memory.
Yes, you see, it's shot in the dark for me, and like I said, there's so much there, and who would have guessed?
Well,
What?
Weequay is still alive.
The cute one.
His species is incredibly long-lived, and well,
So wait, what? I mean, you look like you were, paired up. Don't you guys do that?
yes. So a knight teaches a Padawan until he is ready to become a knight himself.
Oh, so he probably has his own Padawan now. Is that how that works?
I don't know if he has a Padawan or not, but given the the destruction of the Jedi Order in the time that I've been gone, I don't know that he necessarily did. You would typically be assigned a Padawan from a group of younglings. The council does the assignments, and as there is no more council, it would be his own prerogative to find a Force-sensitive child and teach him the ways of the Jedi.
Oh, well, I mean, so you haven't seen him in about 1,000 years, I suppose. It would be hard to get in touch with him. Wait, are you trying to get the captain to be your Padawan? Are you trying to do like a Padawan replacement thing because you miss your friend?
I am overjoyed, Toby, that Coral is not my Padawan.
Shit.
We could get you one, I'm sure.
And I'm already a Jedi Master, as it turns out.
I'm fairly sure that the rebellion is doing all they can to track down anyone with force powers and put them in stupid advertisements. But we could do much better.
I
Have you
agree,
asked
Toby,
anyone?
but I don't intend to be around that much longer. This whole possessing Ray's thing is it's unnatural.
It's working out great. Oh wait, what?
It's unnatural and accidental, Toby, and it is stealing the twilight years of this man's life. I died long ago, and whatever happened to the original me, I am just a reservoir of information at this point. And
But you're a reservoir of information that wants to continue gathering information. That's correct, right?
I don't even know what the original purpose of this holocron was. I, much like you, do not have total access to what I am. In fact, unlike you, I can't sit around and defragment.
Well,
am
what
conscious.
about the hardware there? I mean, you're basically a piece of hardware. Any ports in that thing? I mean, I'd love to take a look. I mean, I got a quick scan.
Holocrons are only interacted with through the Force, and because
Mm-hmm.
of the state I'm in now, neither me nor another Jedi or Force-sensitive user can really access the holocron as is intended. It's almost like trying to use a computer that's doing another process already. There's
But
just
wait.
nothing.
It's controlled only by the Force, so it's not like electromechanical or anything like that. But when you use the Force, is that coming from rays?
I don't even know. I
Like,
don't
what if
have.
we?
I don't. I
You
know
have
that
no idea.
I know that I don't have the full extent of my previous abilities. I was much more capable than I am now, even when I made the holocron.
Well, it would make sense that maybe you weren't using your own powers and Rays himself, and he has not been trained. Have you thought about training Rays?
It's difficult, to say the least. We coexist in the same mind. It's not like we can sit across the room from one another and have a discussion so much as I am talking to you now and you are talking to me, you are also talking to Rays. And when he is in control, he can speak back. But even in meditation, I find it incredibly difficult to simply interact with Rays. And Jedi training is often very physical.
Oh, right.
And it is difficult to, well, at the very least, Rays is most likely Force sensitive to some extent, and whether or not I use the Force or Rays uses the Force is also largely dependent on your knowledge of how to use it. So at the very least, my knowledge is being used
Oh, right. Okay.
when we
I
use
see.
the Force.
But the thing is, your knowledge is in the QB thing. The QB thing, you see, is my problem here. I'm thinking we could, remove it and release this burden upon Rays, and that would be amazing. But if it's only accessible by the Force, we can't just like put you in a robot. Is the problem?
Yes, well, this is not something that has ever happened before, to my knowledge. You have seen another holocron. You have interacted with this wisdom of the Jedi within. They are.
Right. We didn't try to plug it into anything, though. You see.
Well, I don't know that any such thing has ever been done, but rather more distressingly, I am quite assured that simply removing this would kill Rays immediately. They're
Well, I'm the doctor here. Why don't you know, I let you poke around in my head and go to the med bay, kind of get a few detailed scans. Sound okay?
happily.
Okay, so we go off to the med bay, and yeah. Okay.
So
deal with that
I
later.
assume that myself and Swag were like Googling each other at this point because we're super drunk.
Yep.
Look what comes up.
So what happens?
So
when I
wanted,
Google-
wanted,
What hap-
50,000 credits.
Hold on. Look, Coral. Look what happens when I Google Twi'lek. Look at the pictures that show up.
Oh my god!
Please, everybody, whoa, everybody in this chat room, do it. Definitely do it.
There's not a single piece of clothing on this Google image search.
That's amazing. What happens if I Google Coral Derek? I Google it, and what comes up, Arthur?
What comes up?
Shit ton of wanted posters.
What about this poster from the Alliance? Does that
Also,
come
maybe
up?
like
It's
maybe
pretty
like
low
a-
on the SEO. Higher is the advertisement. That is like an interview with you that was done on the Enyo Hope when you activated the ship.
Yeah.
You also get some Dodger and Krendor YouTube videos.
Ray's is much too old to begin this training.
Instead of Coral, there's actually one video in the SEO is just like the story of Schloopin Bloopin. You don't know how that got in there.
Okay. All right.
When
I'm
you Google,
specifically
when you Google
metagaming
Coral, you
to
find
find-
Schloopin Bloopin.
I'm metagaming to find that poster, Arthur.
You'll find it eventually. You know, it's like 47 on the top hits.
All right. Good. It's on the first page then. All right. So I look at this poster and I'm just like, wait, I'm a general in the Alliance Army? When did that happen?
It says Jedi Commander, not General.
Commander then. Huh. I think I need a pay rise. I like print it out somewhere. I don't know.
The giant pile of money that you're already getting is not enough.
Nope. I'm a commander. General. Yeah, I guess me and Swag just like bond. I'm specifically after like cool war stories of like how badass Zane is. If you want to tell one, I wouldn't say no.
There's this one time a guy was running at him with a chair.
I seduced him.
I ripped his insides out and
Then I
decorated
strung
my
his insides up
escape
like Christmas lights, and right now we're drinking under them because we still haven't cleaned it up.
Oh, come
No,
on.
I think Zane has had enough. I think he just dodges the question.
Okay. Well, you know where to find me. I'm going to go take an incredibly long bath because this is disgusting. But you know what? Let me know if there's anything you want, Zane, because that's what I'm here. Like before the Alliance, before the war, before any of this other shit, before making money, my first want in this world is to make sure that my friends are okay. So if there's anything that you need in this world or in this universe, let your captain know. He's here for you.
You can't bring her back to life, can you?
Was she connected to the Force? Damn it. Because my dad still haunts the shit out of me.
You should stop saying that. It's incredibly stupid. So.
I
So,
know.
Even if
yeah,
it's true.
maybe Zane, while you're talking, there's a little Google ad on the HoloNet that's like, have a past loved one, got 5 years, get a clone today.
No, I just ignored that shit. That's no.
All right.
You don't want to clone your fiance?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm glad that he isn't that insane.
That's shallow.
Okay.
That's the end of the. That's the end of the
Do we wanna wrap up the show here?
I would love to get the next mission.
I mean, I suggested a mission, you guys. You kind of wiffle waffled on it.
What
Did
mission
you?
was that? I didn't remember that at all.
The freighter ship full of Imperial Armed Forces.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's do that. That sounds great.
I didn't even hear that. When did that happen? I'm down
That
for
was
that.
on Skype like a month and a week ago.
Oh, come on, Arthur. As
Oh,
if we're going
well.
to
A month
miss it.
and a
Yeah,
week
at the
ago.
month. Listen, at the month and a week ago, you guys whiffle waffled on it. I'm not saying you guys never answered me back. You answered me back, and you were whiffling back then.
All right. We've all now, at this moment, having heard that, are totally down for it. So I guess we start flying to it.
Okay. I mean, I
And then we
didn't
can-
set anything up.
We can
So-
come up on that next game. Maybe
Sure,
we
yeah.
do the medical scan for the last 20 minutes so that we don't do nothing. Don't end early.
Maybe we can end early.
We can end early.
Yeah, but ending early seems...
I want to end early so I can go play Stardew Valley, and we're
Oh,
also at a
God.
climatically plateaued
Listen,
area.
these
We
people
but
paid-
also-
For
$0.
4 hours, Arthur. They
Paid
paid
for-
good money, and
Yeah,
we are
they
going
only
to give
paid
them...
for the edge of the seat, right?
Commander,
we've
No, they paid for the
activated the
whole
XCOM
seat.
project. You may have paid for your whole ticket, but you're only going to need the edge of the ticket.
Because we tear the one end and hand it back to
I had to pay Arthur $20 an episode to be here. I'm just throwing that out.
God damn it, Swarg. First off, I want to be clear, he doesn't do that. And second off, he's insulting somebody else by saying that because he's trying to troll.
Oh yeah, I guess that is insulting to someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Does
didn't even
somebody
put
else
that
pay to
together.
play on somebody's thing? Oh,
We're
I
not going to
guess.
discuss that.
Okay, well.
That actually
now I'm so
wasn't a dig
curious.
at somebody, but if you're
I
insulted
don't know.
at
I
that, then
feel like
maybe
it
you
was,
should...
bro. I feel like it was.
No, it actually wasn't. But if that insults somebody, then you should self-examine.
I don't know, man. I feel like you were coming at.
I wasn't coming at anybody.
Well,
I don't
you
know
know,
you,
the
if
guy
anything.
who literally spent 4 hours ripping a dude's inside open and then decorating his drinking cabin with a dude's
Actually, about
intestines.
20 minutes. We spent about 2.5 of those 4 hours in combat.
You literally spent an hour in combat.
it wasn't even an hour. It
I
was
love how
hour and
the-
30 minutes.
everyone's like, we're going to spend the 4 hours in combat. And I was like, no.
I took 3
And then you were
turns
like,
to
we're
shake
gonna
my
spend 2
penis
hours in
at
combat.
her,
I
and
was
I
like,
was
no.
done.
I
Right, 3
killed a
turns.
man in 2... I mean, I killed a robot. I disabled a robot in 2 turns.
Introduction took almost as long as the combat did.
Yeah, the combat was
Actually, it
super
took
short.
30 minutes.
Riga
we
watches
did
Sin
intro,
Eaters.
30 minutes.
Riga knows a
Not
combat
bad.
that takes forever.
Great.
What was that train fight? 2.5 hours, maybe?
All right, so the point is, we're done for the night. Let's do outroductions.
Take half an hour to do that.
Outros.
Yeah, that's fine. Fair enough.
So I can play some Stardew before I have to wake up tomorrow and go to the gym. I am an addict.
Arthur's stole.
Wreckage. Let's talk about you. Where can people find you? What do you do?
Hey everybody, I'm a GM and a player. You just saw me play Caleb. And wasn't that fun? Remember when I did the... Anyway, you can see me on twitch.tv/HENLEY next Tuesday, which is the day that Sin Eaters has been rescheduled to because Dave has to go fly out to Game Developers Conference. So, we will be playing Sin Eaters, the exciting resolution of our train wreck from last episode.
He means a literal train wreck, not that the episode was bad.
The episode was great.
Yeah, to explain the joke. If you need a GM or a player for any of the things you want to do on Twitch or in Meatspace, I guess, if you live in Minnesota, I guess, you can contact me right here, right now, or at Twitter. I have a Twitter. I don't know why. I never check it. But you can contact me there, and I'll look at it eventually. And I will GM for you or play games for you. As a matter of fact, we will be starting another game on Henley's channel very soon. It will either be a superhero game or an eldritch sailing game.
I'm hoping
That
for
depend-
superhero.
Yeah, but, you know, who cares?
Yeah,
It
who
depends on what the
cares if
players
the guy that runs the channel.
The players will decide. So whoever we get for those games, you know, if it's 2-2 for, you know, maybe Dave gets to cast a tiebreaker vote. I guess if it's tied, maybe. Don't hold me to that. But yes, please contact me for the things you want to do, and please come to Henley's channel to watch the things that I do.
Sorry, guys.
Why did you do
All
that?
right. Swargula, who are you? Where can people find you? And what do you
Did
do?
you spend the whole game making that?
No, it was. I just started making it a second ago. I wish we were going longer, so I could have done a better job.
It's such
Swarg.
an
Oh.
unflattering picture of me.
Let's talk about you, Swarg. Pull your shit together and talk about your favorite subject yourself.
I was great this episode. I died with glory in Wanderlust, and there hasn't been and won't be another better NPC than myself.
You died to a mispronunciation of apricot, so.
Yeah. I'm Swarg. I play Zane. I do things on the internet, most of which are really stupid.
Oh, don't sell yourself short.
I
Swan.
like to alienate viewers by talking about politics and real life things because I like to treat stream as if I'm a real person. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, who the fuck would do that? That's a terrible idea.
I know, right?
Mm.
That's the end of my trolling.
Oh,
The end. I'm Swarg, guys. I do role playing stuff. If you like what I did here, go ahead and follow.
All right. Well, that was awkward. Right there. Dave, how about you?
hey everyone, my name is Dave. I do this dumb thing called streaming. Yeah, I run a channel. It's twitch.tv/Henley. You can go there, follow. It really helps grow the audience. We have a very good audience over my channel. Very loving, embracing audience.
Are you trying to say something about this audience? I'm confused.
No, it's just that you don't have to
seem to
give
be like-
consent to our audience.
Yeah.
You can just hang out there without
yeah.
worrying about.
So
All right.
yeah, I do this thing called Die Party as well. It's a show that Wreckage already explained, so I'm not going to double down on that because
I GM it.
But on the other hand, we will be starting another game in April, 1st of April, called Die Party Night City, which is a Cyberpunk 2020 game. It's going to be
Wait,
starring
1st of April?
yes, the first Monday in April.
Okay. I thought for a
it's-
second here this was all an elaborate setup for an April
No.
Fool's Day prank.
Absolutely not. It's going to be starring Mr. APGamingREAL, Arthur Perkins, and Virgil Levenger, Zircon 5, in there,
Ninja.
as well as typical GM, Byron, and Gamer Siren, and Chip in it as well. They're going to be the players. It's going to be a great cast. I got so many plans for you guys. It's going to be great. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to get off this show tonight and then go work because I live in fucking Poland.
Thanks for waking up, Dave.
No problem, man.
Virgil, who are you? Where can people find you? And what do you do?
Hey, folks. I'm Virgil, also known on the Twitch as Zircon5. So you can check me out on twitch.tv/Zircon5 to see when I stream stuff. If you liked my roleplay, make sure you're following me and also all the fellas here, because Swarg, Henley, AP, they all have me on their channels and in their shows. So
He's a bit of
we're
a
all
whore.
we're all a big happy family here. Tonight's show was excellent. I really loved it. Good job, everyone. Bravo.
Can I just say, like, sorry to interrupt, but
No, go ahead.
just being able to go, like, I don't know, like, normally we don't do this in the show, but, like, just going from, like, hey, we should go do this thing, and just being like, okay, we're there now. That is such a nice feeling. It's just like, oh, fuck the middle part.
Fuck
This
the
is
middle
good.
part. Yeah, so I thought
sure.
today was great for like doing stuff, jumping around, and then having role play scenes. It was a really nice balance. I loved the game. Thanks everyone for coming out and watching. I doubt I'll be able to get Arthur to put the thing that I was crying about in the description. Maybe.
No, I'm not. That has absolutely nothing.
Guys
to
gotta
do
watch
with this game.
YouTubers every once in a while. You gotta jump in and try to catch a live game because the chat is silly, funny stuff.
Yes. Well, and there's that new feature for Twitch or whatever. They're gonna start including chat in
Oh, yeah.
replays.
So if you're like, yeah,
I don't
It's
know how to
already
turn that
active.
on. I don't know how to turn that on.
that's gonna be
It's already
that's gonna-
on.
No, I tried to watch some of my old stuff, and it doesn't
Well, it
show
wouldn't
up.
be for old stuff,
It's only
Dave.
for everything from now on.
I
How do you
meant
think they would
lit-
recall?
I meant for fucking after it got turned on.
They could do it for old stuff. I mean, there's someone else does that with a plugin for old stuff.
Right,
Yeah.
but they
Oh,
had
there
that
you go.
plug-in running already. They didn't have the functionality to do that yet.
Oh,
Well, now.
really? I thought
Anyway,
fetching
let's
it.
flip cameras back on real quick. I want to talk about me. I was glad to see Swarg selling out tonight very hard on the meta crew. I hope you enjoyed it, Swarg. I don't know if you did or not, but that was the thing that happened. I really appreciate your group effort there.
I mean, we had that some of the most amazing Zane.
Depends on what part you're
acting
talking
tonight.
about.
Yeah.
All of the parts. I felt like you really brought it tonight, man. Votes are in
job.
the chat. I'm going to play some Stardew Valley. I guess I'm going to host Caitlin after this, so if you like StarCraft 2, stick around. We'll see you next week. Well, we'll be getting a Roll20 host, so expect to see some new people in the chat. Fucking confused by everything that's going on. We'll be there.
I can't wait.
Have a good night. You can't see us waving
Bye.
because all the cameras are darkened.
Maybe me though.